Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Kenny Wallace Show, brought to you by JEGS, the leader in high-performance aftermarket car parts. Remember to go to jegs.com for all your truck parts, your Jeep parts, and they need to put out another die cast of my dirt car, maybe next year, maybe in, what year is it? Maybe in 2024. All right, controversy in the garage area. There you see it scrolling. Did Kenny Wallace get Steve Harvey'd? Herman, what the hell are you talking about? Well, so if you go back a couple years ago, look here. The story of Steve Harvey's Miss Universe 2015 winner. So Steve Harvey, good man, great talk show host, wealthy dude, got it going on. Everybody's hiring Steve Harvey because he's got it going on. So Steve Harvey, he's going to introduce Miss Universe, the lady that wins it all. Steve Harvey accidentally says the wrong person's name. Now, this is for the win. This is a little different than what I did. Mine was harmless, but we're going to have fun with it. So Steve Harvey announces the winner, national TV, world TV. He gets it wrong. So I've read all the articles, and they said, well, maybe Steve Harvey and the Miss Universe pageant, maybe they did it on purpose, because they said up until then, the Miss Universe pageant was dying. They only had like 2 or 3 million social media views, and they said when Steve Harvey messed up, 20 million people showed up. So there's a thought that out there in Hollywood or in the show business, do people mess up on purpose, but they got thick enough skin that they can handle it, and it draws attention to the situation. So if you Google anything to do with, I just showed you, we're going to do it again. Google anything, it's everywhere. I mean, it's up and down. It's just everywhere. So anyway, there is a thought out there that they did it on purpose. He got paid well, and they showed the cue card because he had the cue card up, and they're like, there was a thought that he did mess up accidentally because the cue card was so hard to read. It was really jumboed up. It's like, who really is the winner? The cue card doesn't explain it right. Very easy to mess up. All right. Herman, where the hell are you going with all this, youngin'? So SMI, Speedway Motorsports Incorporated, they own Bristol, Charlotte, Texas, Vegas, Sears Point. They own all these racetracks. Well, we're doing, myself, John Roberts, Wendy Vanariti, Jose Castillo, we're doing these trackside live shows. And the shows are kicking butt. As you know, we've showed you the big crowds. We got one more to do this year, and that'll be at the Roval. But anyway, they said, Herman, will you stay after the show and do what you did at Bristol? We want you to announce at Texas, we want you to announce the new top 12 in the points. The second round of the playoffs, here are your top 12. I said, yeah, I'll do it. Hell, I had fun with it at Bristol. And starting 36. I hope he doesn't finish 36 out of Lost Wages, Nevada. Noah Gragson. And all the drivers had a good time. The fans, we had a good time. So Kent Nelson down there at the Texas Motor Speedway says, Herman, we want you to do that. I said, all right. Well, they make it easy. They make it easy because they give me these big cue cards. So they see the big cue cards. So let me read it to you. Your 2012 Cup Series champion is making his 7th playoff appearance, driving the number 6 BuildSubmarine.com Ford, Brad Keselowski. Of course, I'm screaming this in the mic. I got the energy, and I'm Ric Flair, and the fans are, and of course, I ad lib. So, you see all this, right? Chris, Bubba Wallace, so we're having fun, right? And then at the very end, it's right here, at the very end, and there you have, by the way, I stole this. I brought this home. I don't know if they want it back. And there you have it, race fans, the starting lineup for today's Auto Trido Equal Park Automotive 400 here at Texas Motor Speedway. All right, so Herman, get to the damn point. All right. So I have a good time with Denny Hamlin. Of course, I ad-libbed this one, and I said, I start out like this. I say, he has a talk show. It's called Actions Detrimental. The fans start going nuts. All right, so we get down to the end. And all of a sudden, it's, Bubba Wallace on the pole, Ross Chastain front row outside. Now, I'm reading these cue cards because I got pyro. I got, these gates are opening behind me. It's a production. So I got all this stuff going on behind me. And I trust these guys. They do a good job. Now, I'm going to show you this one. This is how things go bad in TV. His win in Nashville clinched his spot in the Cup Series playoff. Driving the #1 Worldwide Express Chevrolet. And clearly, this is the wrong name. That's the wrong name. It's Ross Chastain. So you don't announce the driver's name first, okay? You don't go Ross Chastain. What you do is you build it up. You go, the win in Nashville clinched his spot in the Cup Series playoff. And then you announce his name. But this should say Ross Chastain. Okay, you see it? Okay, now I'm gonna take 50% of the blame, and here's why. Because I should have proofread these. I should have not trusted them, right? It's like a writer for a movie or a writer for a speech, right? The president of the United States, he does not proofread his speech. It's too long. Look it up. It's called a speechwriter, right? And that man or that lady is employed full time at the White House. I know all the jokes you're saying right now. But anyway, listen. You have to trust these people. But I'm going to blame me. Look. What are you doing, Herman? Can't you see I'm kicking my ass? Because I should have proofread this. So I'm going to do it again. I don't know when, but I'm going to proofread this time. Hell, I introduced 36 drivers at Bristol. Man, it was smooth as hell. And everybody was cheering. And I was Ric Flairing the hell out of it. So that's the story in the garage area. But I got to tell you, I love Ross Chastain, Watermelon Man. We recovered from it, within seconds. But all of a sudden, I see Kyle Larson going, oh, that's the wrong person, Herman. He goes, no, you already introduced Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick was the funniest one. He goes, Herman, thank you for introducing me 2 times. And Ross Chastain goes, Herman, I'm not Tyler Reddick. So it was a good time, but Charlie Marlow, my YouTube manager, my dear friend, we thought we'd tell you the story behind it. And Charlie is going to drop in right now, if he hasn't already, the reason we made the show, because my friends at Bristol Motor Speedway, drop it in there, Charlie. Bristol Motor Speedway said Kenny Wallace got Steve Harvey'd. And I said, what the hell's that mean? So I Googled it all up, and that's it. So no, I don't think I got Steve Harvey'd because that was for the win. That was big. I was just introducing people. So I think Steve Harvey would have overcome it if he was just introducing the ladies. That was a mistake. But boy, it'd be like William Byron winning the race, and he comes to Victor Lane, and you go, and the winner of the race, Ross Chastain. And you're sitting there staring. Of course, that would be funny. But anyway, all right, everybody. There you go. You saw what happened. man, I'll tell you what, got a proof for it. Next time Herman introduces, I'm gonna make a big deal out of it, right? It's good content. All right, everybody, that's the Kenny Wallace Show. And remember, we are in podcast form. You can listen to us on the way to work, start it back up on your way home. We're Spotify, iTunes. We're showing up. Like I say, please remember to like and subscribe. Man, we're rolling. Love you all. Having such a great time. And listen, it's no joke right now. We don't have very long left. So get it while you can. NASCAR season is literally coming to an end. What do we got? 6 races left? 7, 8? Yeah, 6 races left. So we're almost in October. All right, everybody. Until next time.